First thing that popped in my head, Midwest, I think of like Chicago, I think of Twister, I think of not sure if these artists are Midwest. People like Bone, you know what I'm saying? Crucial Conflict, like I said, they might be, I'm not sure what side, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind as far as Midwest artists on a high scale in your face level or commercial or successful level. But when I think of Midwest artists, like I think of Arizona, I think of Ohio, I think of
Hold on, you said Arizona.
Yeah, it's not. Notice I said I'm not saying what coast these people are. We're Midwest here in Ohio, but Ohio is really on the east side of the map. So Ohio is really north or northeast, but we're considered Midwest. I said Twister, some of these other artists. I'm not saying this is their coast or they are Midwest. But just you asking me my opinion, what I think of Twister, that particular style of music, the Midwest.
All right.
Oh, great impact. Great impact. More than people realize. People think about the impact of Midwest music. Like I said, they think mostly about those who obviously have became very successful from the Midwest, not to mention like Ray Cash and people like, what's my Chip the Ripper, stuff like that. I didn't came down, but we've had a great impact on music. People like 71 North, people just think of hip hop. Hip hop then reached into line dance. Hip hop then reached into jazz, neo poetry, and there's a huge conscious society of hip hop, jazz, neo poetry, spoken word type hip hop, or Kendrick Lamar type hip hop, I would say, in the Midwest. The world hasn't seen, so we had a great impact. I mean, even from the times of like Do or Die and Crucial Conflict and Bone and Twister and the Midwest having rap beefs and stuff, that stuff changed the world. Those very Midwest artists, I'm only saying their names, not to clout chase or nothing, because a lot of people know them. Some people don't know the underground artists. They've had a direct impact on their portfolio of their Midwest music and what they've done and been through in this industry, how they go and speak for itself. So is the impact on our culture.
All right.
I think what differentiates us is the economy, the life, the money, the schools, the education, the access to knowledge. Because if you only have a certain amount of access, and it's not about a rich-poor thing. We're all here. No matter if you're rich or poor, if you only have access to this amount of knowledge within your community and what you go through in life, like let's say Jay-Z would say, when you can only rap about what you've been through in life. You can rap them, you can imagine of things, but what you really know. And then when you go through different things in life, so that's what differentiates us. And not only that, that's what brings us together. There's oppression, there's lack of things providing for the black, white, all colors, Latina in Chicago and Midwest, East Coast, South, all over the world. But that's what brings us together. When people rap about a struggle in Chicago and Detroit and New York, north, south, east, and west. But that's what makes us different. Their struggle is different. Which real rappers go through, not that everybody don't go through gun violence, this and that, economy up, down, all these gas prices. We ain't gonna talk about that. But I'm not political. But yeah, that's what differentiates us. How they deal with it in Chicago, how they express themselves verbally, how they express themselves with their clothing, how they express themselves in New York, what they go through in New York. You know, I'm Ohio. We're allowed to have guns in Ohio, and citizens can get a gun license.
Oh,
like,
shit.
ain't none of that in California. Listen to this.
Up top in New York, they just did the Supreme Court joint where they basically like, yeah, y'all can strap the fuck up because it's crazy out here.
That's what's up. That's what's up. But in Cali, in New York, check this. In Chicago, listen to the lifestyle. There is no gun licenses. It's the right to bear arms in them states. We was talking about that earlier today with the switch of Roe versus don't want to get into that, but them overchanging constitutional rights and giving right back to the state. It's been that way. You can't have no. Now, with that said, the struggles, listen to me, I'm Midwest. Let's say Bone Thugs and Harmony. Their struggles in their neighborhoods and life growing up, it was legal for people, not that Bone them had any clean records as we know, but it's legal. So Bone was walking around the neighborhood where tons of people had guns legally and illegally. Chicago, they're walking around neighborhoods, it's completely illegal for anyone to have guns, much like Brazil and Africa, but there's guns everywhere. So their struggle, they can't even, the mothers, the fathers, the producers, the rappers, the mute, they can't even buy a gun legally and protect their own home. So when you listen to their rap, know that. None of them can legally carry if you're a cop of military in California. So that's like insane to me. So I think that's what that's one, not on a negative note. That's what differentiates us as society, as a culture, as music, what we go through in life, and what we express through our art.
Last question.
That's a hard question. I'm going to try to take that question. That's a hard question. That's like, who do you think is the next person to break out into electronics and move us from MP3?
I mean, hey, you might know somebody and just think that they got what it takes.
I'm gonna let you know. We was all listening to CDs and Walkmans, and we would ask who's the next person that's gonna make the best musical thing. We never imagined an MP3 player. So from that standpoint, sitting where we are now, and basically, there's a lot of people out here doing work. That's a hard question. I don't want to leave nobody left out mentioning no names.
It's your opinion, Playboy.
A lot of people out here doing work.
You only can name one though.
Bone got some new artists and new Bone members. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it home turf. This Midwest, Cleveland. It's a lot of different music going on out here in the Midwest. The whole world don't know nothing about. But
I agree with that.
The newer young upcoming artists, that's a wide question. I took my best swing at it. The best swing I could give you is shout out to Ohio, shout out to Dirty South up north. People, it's always East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. People don't think about the South or the Midwest or the North. So,
right.
I'm constantly gonna definitely promote turf as well as the Midwest. We got a lot of artists. Check us out. Research us.
All right, now see.
You can reach me by divine love in your heart. If you like to reach me, you can reach me. If you're not, reach me. If you're not. For some of those who don't know who I am, I do a multitude of things. I've taught at Yale, I've taught at Stanford as a professor of arts, dance, theater, and music, and studied African American culture in many different places. But if anybody want to reach me, holler at the land, Cleveland, and beyond. Peace and blessings, y'all.
I appreciate your time, man. Good shit.